Morning, Nick.
Oh, Seth.
Have you got courier?
Yeah, it's inside. Why?
I wondered if I could borrow it.
Well, look, I'm late for work. Anyway, you get it delivered, don't you?
I'm eggs reading that one.
Oh, right. Well, look, I've got to go.
Right, lad.
You all right?
I couldn't be better.
Well, shouldn't you be at work?
I'm just on my way now. You'll not tell Meg, will you? That I were here instead of being at work.
No, of course not.
Right. I'll be off then.
Right.
Oh, I really hate doing this job.
Why don't you leave until tonight?
Because that's even worse. I just want to be able to put a match to the fire when I get home, not mess about with ashes.
Well, why bother at all? The heating's on.
Because there's nothing like a real fire.
Looks like you're stuck with doing the ashes, then.
Well, you could do it.
It doesn't bother me so long as it's warm.
You've got no romance in your soul, Chris. I still wish I didn't have to do the ashes, though.
Ah, Nick, just the man.
Sorry, I'm in a rush. Oh, Elizabeth! Elizabeth!
She's not in.
Hey? Well, she must be. She's looking after Alice.
Oh, well, I just saw her drive off.
What day is it today?
St. Patrick's Day, Tuesday the 17th. That's why I wanted to see you, you being a gardener.
Don't believe it. I've done it again, haven't
I've
I?
been searching the whole village.
It's not Elizabeth today, it's Archie.
For some shamrock.
And how's the wayward pitching today?
If you're referring to Boomerang here, she's fine.
Only you would bother with a homing pigeon without a sense of direction. Still, they say owners and their pets are often alike.
We didn't knife her, have we?
Can you look after Peter while I go out?
Yeah, sure. Where you going? Anywhere special?
Not really. Want me to take Boomerang? See who gets home first?
Ha ha ha.
Here, look. Come and look. Come and look at this. Is that me dinner?
It's just not good.
He has got problems.
I know he's got problems. I've been checking the vegetables he said had to be done last week. Nothing.
Don't be too hard on him.
Maybe I'm being too soft and he's taking advantage.
Hi. Kathy said you wanted to see me. Sorry I'm late. Bit of a mix-up over Alice.
I do know by now what the problem is, Nick. Now, what's your plan for today?
Oh, well, I'm going to get the sprouts in. I was going to do that last week, but it was too frosty. Oh, and there's some reseeding to be done on the front lawn. And the pruning of the roses.
But you are up to date with it all?
Well, there's never enough hours in the day, but yeah.
I want to go through the seed catalogue with you. I've been thinking about a display.
I have actually ordered the...
And I wanted to talk to you about it. I've had an hour this morning.
Well, I've got some time now. I'll make it up later.
Well, I haven't. I've got a meeting. Look, we better talk about this when I get back. Try and sort out a better working arrangement.
Look, I'll get it sorted soon.
You can't go on like this, lad. I mean, look at you. You're knackered before you even start work. Have you thought about the social services? There's nothing wrong in asking for help.
Look, honestly, Frank, I just need a bit more time. A week and everything will be back to normal. A week?
All right.
Thanks for being so patient.
Morning, Mr. Turner.
You seen Seth?
No, he's feeding his birds, isn't he?
Well, they should have been fed 2 hours ago. There's no sign of him. I bet the old blighter's still sulking about that money.
You did rather put him on the spot about it.
Well, he was the one who led us the dance, telling all those lies.
He's still not told you where he got it.
No. And when he does, it'll be another cock and bull story. Like his excuse for not turning up for work yet.
Come on, lad.
Why are you interested then?
Does it matter?
I want to know that it's not just some passing whim.
I'm over the passing whims, Mr. Tate. That's why I want to do this. Something positive.
Look, I'm putting together a first-class team here. There is Joe, of course.
What does he think to having me run the shop?
You are taking it, then?
I've not decided.
There's nothing to tell him yet.
Fair enough.
Short order chef. I'm too tall for that. I don't know what about cooking any road. Information technologist. If I knew what one of them were, I don't think it'd be me. Night watchman, soup pensioner. Honest, with references. I've no chance of that either, ever.
I wouldn't be answerable to Joe.
Think that'll be a problem? Only I got enough with my gardener's personal problems without worrying about any more.
No problem. Just curious. What about opening hours?
Mornings and evenings, really. 7 until 11, then again at 3 until 9 o'clock at night. You can do what you like in between, so long as no one has to traipse all the way into Houghton, picking up eggs and bacon for their breakfast.
How about an off licence?
I hadn't thought about that. I wouldn't want drunks wrecking the place.
You're not going to be able to stop people drinking. And if they can't get beer and wine here, they'll have to go into Beckendale at least.
Maybe Alan Turner will pay me not to open an off licence.
And maybe the shop lease will be more valuable to me with one.
Ah, talk of the devil.
We were just saying how attractive the Woolpack will be to Holiday Village visitors.
Well, it depends on what sort they are. I do have the tone of the place to consider.
Did you want something?
No, I was looking for Seth.
Well, why should he be here?
Well, he's not where he should be, so I thought he might be somewhere he shouldn't be.
Well, this is the one place that he shouldn't be that he isn't.
I see. I think. Is this a business meeting?
It is. We're talking about opening a hotel and restaurant.
You can't be serious.
What, if my guests aren't going to be welcome at the Woolpack?
No, they will be, but you must have misunderstood. I merely meant...
No need to explain, Alan. I think we understand each other perfectly. Now, about that off licence. If it would upset Alan...
Hi, Mum. I was wondering if I left my jacket here. You know, that grey one. I can't find it anywhere up at Emmerdale.
Michael, this is your home. You don't have to
It's
explain.
all right, I'll look for it.
Have you got time for a coffee?
I'll get the phone.
Thank you.
Hello? Oh, hello, Mr. Turner. No, he's not here. No. Sorry. Ta-da. What's that?
Just business.
Oh, I'm sorry I asked. But I should have known better by now than to poke my nose into your business. I'll see you.
Michael, your jacket.
I can't tell him. He'll sack me.
He's sacked you already.
That's different.
Give over, Seth. You've got no to lose.
I'm an old man, Archie. A pensioner. I'd rather be sacked for theft than thrown on one side for being old and useless.
Oh, give over.
What are you doing, any road?
I'm going to give Boomerang a freedom.
Freedom's overrated. If you've any sense, you'll fly straight back to his house. It might be a cage, but at least he'll be warm and safe. And wanted.
What'll you have to drink, Nick? I'm by.
Just half, please.
A vodka and tonic and a half a lager, please, Carol.
Elizabeth, I've just got to go and get some mixers. I won't keep you a minute.
I hear you came looking for me this morning. Miss Busybody there couldn't wait to tell me.
Just a bit of a mix-up over the days.
It can't go on like this, Nick. What about that childminder?
Well, she said she'd call me when she'd got a vacancy.
Alice needs to be settled, love. You can't keep whisking her around like this. I mean, you're losing track. Think what it's doing to Alice.
Oh, no.
And then there's Alan. I mean, he's getting a bit, well, you know.
Well, he is a godfather, after all.
And he is running a business.
There's another one who's full of goodwill until it begins to bother him.
It's not like that, Nick, and you know it isn't.
I know it. It's just everybody was so supportive at first, and now when you need... I'm sorry. Look, I'll be back in a minute.
What you doing?
Gonna go call that childminder, see if she's got a vacancy.
I think it's the right thing, Nick.
Well, no choice, have I?
Any sign of him yet?
Look, Mr. Turner, if there's one thing I've learned in the short time I've been here is that Seth Armstrong always gets here for a lunchtime drink. So if I were you, I'd stop chasing him and just wait. He'll be here.
Well, he'd better, because I've just about had it with him. If he doesn't turn up by the end of this lunchtime session, that is it. I really will sack him.
Seth, let me get you a drink. How about a Guinness to celebrate St. Patrick's Day? And you and all, Mr. Turner.
Whether Seth stays for a drink or not depends on whether he has anything to say to me.
No use me saying out if you're not going to listen.
I'll listen, Seth.
I'll have a drink, man.
All right, come sit over here.
That money, it were mine.
Oh, that's what you say now, Seth, but where did you get it?
It were my money. Why do you need to know more?
Because you were hiding something.
I were hiding money. And if you'd have left it where it were, it'd still be there.
Here we are, gentlemen. Sláinte.
I'm still waiting, Seth.
Oh, wait. I want my old age pension.
Seth, you never cease to amaze me. I thought you could have come up with a better excuse than that.
I'm an old age pension.
You're serious? Good heavens. Look, now I come to look at you, you are knocking on a bit, aren't you?
Right, I'll be off then. Go and break news to Meg.
She must know how old you are, surely.
I'm on about my job, Mr. Turner. You've sacked me, ain't you?
Seth, why couldn't you speak the truth? And all that nonsense, what was I supposed to think?
I'm sorry, Mr. Turner. I'll see you later, Carol.
Where do you think you're going?
Home.
Seth, you've got work to do. Those pheasant pens are in a terrible state.
I'm not sacked.
No, of course you're not.
You mean I'm not too old?
Is that what all this was about?
I thought if you knew I was an old age pension, you wouldn't want me anymore.
Oh, Seth Armstrong. Where am I going to find a better gamekeeper than you, for heaven's sake?
So it's all right then?
Well, now you are officially old and in receipt of government money, I may have to adjust your wages.
I've been thinking about that, Mr. Turner. I might need a pay rise. Make it worth my while to keep working while I'm getting a pension.
Cheers. I think I'll stick to Scotch.
Oh, Guinness. I last drank that when I was pregnant.
Yeah, I've got one on St. Patrick.
Thanks. Well, now, Alan, if Seth can give a drink away, it won't hurt you too much to do me a little favour.
Well, I hope you don't want a pay rise too.
It's for Nick, really, and Alice. We want the use of the Ranger over on a morning.
Oh?
Nick's got Alice with a childminder in Houghton, but he can't get her there.
Well, does that mean you won't have to look after her anymore?
Yes.
Well, in that case, Nick, it'll be my pleasure.
Thanks, Alan.
But if I need it for business, that's got to come first.
Yeah, of course, thanks.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah, and if you can deliver them to my work address, not my home. Fine. Bye.
Secrets from Kathy already? You've been married about 5 months.
They said it wouldn't last. What are you doing here? Kim thrown you out, does she?
Well, you ought to know. Lynn Whiteley looks like she's going to take the shot.
Well, that's great. Kathy will be pleased. Might calm her down a bit. Well, then again, you might have to watch yourself.
What are you on about?
Didn't I tell you? Getting Lynn involved with the holiday village was Kathy's idea. Help keep her on the straight and narrow. Seeing as she's trying to charm her way into Jack Sugden and Michael Feldman's affection.
Look, if you are going to gossip like an old woman, perhaps you could tell me before rather than after the event.
You might not have taken her on.
And what happens if she gets bored with the shop? Is she going to start ravaging all the holiday makers?
Could do wonders for business.
Very funny. Does Kim know about this?
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll tell her. I mean, you don't want to be keeping secrets from her, do you?
Kim and I don't keep secrets from each other.
Oh, yeah? Has she told you about Sarah's party, then?
Well, the fundraising, do? Of course, why not?
That it's a naughty knickers party? That's what they're doing. Selling naughty knickers. Kathy was right, you didn't know. No secrets, eh?
It's for the best. She doesn't know where she is.
She likes me looking after her. We're mates, aren't we, Alice?
You've got your pigeon.
No, I haven't. I let her go. She didn't come back.
I noticed you do have this way with birds.
Why does everybody think it's funny? Look, how are we going to get her to Watton?
Oh, Elizabeth's going to borrow Turner's car in the morning. Then in the evening, get a bus, and I suppose occasionally I'll have to get a taxi.
I hope she's going to be strapped in a child seat.
Well, she'll be sat on me knee. I'll be strapped in.
You're joking, aren't you? You have her smashing that Range Rover. A baby weighs about 20 tons in G-force. She'd go straight through a windscreen.
Oh, thanks a lot, Arch.
You would thank me.
How on earth am I going to be able to afford a car seat for you, eh?
We'll think of something.
Yeah. But have you noticed good ideas always seem to cost money?
Is Gran being back at work again?
You haven't done any so far today.
Ah, but now Turner knows I'm a pensioner, I can start taking things a bit easier.
Ah, Seth. Ah, old man. Now you're back in harness, I wonder if you'd mind checking the filters in the ponds at the fish farm. Oh, and I did mention the pheasant pens, didn't I?
Give me a chance, I'm not as young as I were.
What do you mean? I might have to look for a younger man?
I didn't say that.
Seth, you still haven't told me why you hid your money at the fish farm.
It was the one place Mick couldn't find it. She'd have spent it if I'd left it lying right out.
After 40 years, you still don't trust your wife?
Some marriages are based on mutual trust. Seth and Meg's isn't one of them.
Well, what's the matter with putting it in a bank?
They get robbed.
Seth, I promise you, your money is quite safe in a bank.
It were quite safe in a biscuit tin if you'd have kept your hands off it.
Look, Seth, why don't you give it to me? I'll keep it for you over at the wool pack.
It's got to be safer than in a tin at the fish farm.
I'll look after my own money, thank you, Mr. Turner. At least I'll know where it is then.
All right, Seth. It's your money, your loss of it stolen. Now, come on, we've got work to do.
What market?
Eric.
Elizabeth. Oh, what a lovely surprise. I was about to ring you.
You want your letter, presumably?
Sorry?
Your letter? It arrived this morning, as you said.
Ah, yes.
Well, shall I bring it round? It must be important, after all.
No. I'll pick it up when I take you out to dinner tonight.
When did we arrange that?
Just now? Come on, Elizabeth. Spur of the moment ideas are always the best. Say yes.
All right. It'll save me slaving over a hot stove.
Exactly. So I'll see you in the wool pack after work?
Okay. Bye, Eric.
Bye.
Hi.
Hiya. You haven't seen a pigeon round here, have you?
Oh, Dad's just been shooting some. They're a flaming nuisance. Eat everything.
You do realise one of them could have been Boomerang?
What are you talking about, Archie?
The pigeon. She hasn't come home. And if Jack's been shooting
It was
them...
only Woodies he was shooting.
She must have got lost again.
A lost homing pigeon.
Yeah. Well, nobody's perfect.
Well, she'll probably turn up. They respond to kindness, I'm told.
Yeah, maybe. Look, speaking of kindness, you ain't got a spare kiddie's car seat you don't want, have you? She's got a proper childminder.
Oh, Robert did have one. I'll ask Jack.
So, and if you see Boomerang...
I'll tell her you were looking for her.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.
Chris has been telling me about this fundraising party of Sarah Connolly's.
Oh, yeah. Haven't decided whether to go yet.
Well, it's for a good cause.
Well, I don't really need anything.
Oh, no, you go, love. Do you good to have a night out with the girls, wouldn't it, Kathy?
Yeah.
You might see something you like.
Or something you might like, you mean?
Well, that's the idea, isn't it?
Exactly. You go. And if you need any money?
Oh, dear. They fall for it every time, don't they? Men.
I'm really looking forward to this party.
Not half as much as they are, apparently. Especially since they're not invited.
Well, I know we're just about to start lambing, but... Well, I just wanted to get away from Beckindale for a couple of days.
You still not sorted things out with your mother?
Well, no.
She's coming up here on Thursday.
What for?
My underwear party.
Oh, yes. Michael wants to go and stay with Rachel for a couple of days. What do you reckon?
Why not?
Well, we start lambing next week. Do you think we can manage?
Well, what's a few sheep compared with true love?
Hey, I'll remind you of that after a week of no sleep.
Oh, but by the way, Robert's old car seat, what have you done with it?
Put it in the barn. Something. In the attic.
Only I said Nick Bates could have it for Alice.
Fine. But I don't know where it is.
Well, I was just going to go and clear some space in barn for fertiliser. I'll have a look for it.
Aye. How much is he giving you for it?
No wonder they call farmers mean. Nothing, Jack. It's a gift. You know, like you have for putting your foot in it.
I've just been talking to the bank. They think it's a great idea.
She's still not back.
Well, what did you expect? She's probably somewhere over Lancashire by now.
Probably in a pie up at Emmerdale.
Then she'll be doing more good than when she was alive. The mess she made of my washing last week. Anyway, the small business advisor...
I've lost her. And Nick's taken Alice off me, taking her to a childminder.
Oh, good. She needs the routine. And you'll be able to help me set up the shop now your children have left home.
Great.
It'll give you something to do. I mean, you haven't exactly got anything else, have you?
She's back. You little darling. Where have you been? Come on. Here. Dinner.
Your letter?
Thanks. Hope it was no bother.
No. Thought it was important.
Well, it is, but you know me, I hate to mix business with pleasure.
Oh, I am more than your postwoman then.
Hello, Elizabeth. Hey, you're going to Sarah's do on Thursday.
I've read about them things in Sunday papers. That's how it all starts, you know.
Oh, what starts?
You know, them rude goings-on.
It's a clothes party to raise money for the school.
It's a naughty knickers party, that's what Jack said.
Underwear, Jack.
Hardly your sort of thing, Elizabeth. Must say I'm rather surprised, Jack.
I never thought I'd see the day when you were worrying about Sarah leading Elizabeth into bad ways.
Yes, well, changed man, old boy. A changed man. I'll even buy you a drink.
Will you tell Jack thanks anyway?
Yeah.
Hey, when you see Rachel next?
I'm going to see her this weekend.
Right, well, you can tell Ali that Boomerang decided to live with me. She had a choice, and she came back to my house.
Well, I'll see if I can slip that into the conversation somewhere.
It won't work.
What won't?
This childminder.
I thought you were all set up. I mean, we've saved you 30 quid or more for starters with that chair.
Yeah, but it might as well be 300 quid. The sums just won't add up. I've got that childminder to agree to 75 quid a week, and your mum says she'll take us into Houghton. But that only leaves 50 quid a week for everything else.
I won't mind 50 quid a week spending money.
Archie, out of that 50 quid a week, I've got to pay for the rent on this place, food, clothes, and that stupid video recorder else I got from catalogue.
Well, sell it.
If I sold it, I'd get less than what I owe on it.
Well, what about social services? Won't they help?
No way. I'm going nowhere near them.
Well, that's what they're there for.
Oh, and what if they decide I shouldn't have custody? That I can't look after Alice?
Oh, that's rubbish.
Is it? Well, everybody keeps telling me what a lousy job I'm doing.
No, can't Tate help?
Michael, this is my problem. She's my daughter.
Yeah, but what can you do?
Well, there's only one thing I can do. Go on the dole. Look after Alice myself. I've lost Elsa. I'm flaming sure I'm not going to lose Alice.